What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have my at-home self-tanning routine. I'm finally sharing this with you guys. I feel like I've shared a little bit of it in like pamper routines and stuff, but this is a really great in-depth tanning routine. I have been tanning for like 5+ years now. I absolutely love being bronzed and tan. It just makes me feel sun-kissed and glowing. I used to tan all the time naturally as a teenager, and I would actually get even darker than this just naturally, like in the sun. But obviously it's really bad for your skin. So once I started realizing that it was really bad for your skin, I stopped tanning in the sun. Like I mentioned earlier, I have been tanning for years, so I have been through it all. I've been through the orange tans, the streaky, patchy tans, the horrible tan hands. Like, I've been through it all, and I have finally, after a few years, mastered how to get a really pretty, soft, smooth, seamless tan that looks natural. So I'm going to share with you guys all of my favorite products for today. So in today's video, I'm going to be using Bondi Sands. Like I mentioned, I have used so many different tans over the years, you guys. I've heard really great, amazing things about Bondi Sands. I feel like they've kind of recently made a mark. A lot of people have been raving about this. So I've heard a couple things and I really was interested in trying them. So when they reached out to me, I was like so excited. I have been testing this out for the past few weeks, and I can tell you guys, truly, I am obsessed with it. This is the first tan that I've used that honestly gives you the best color. It has the most beautiful brown undertone, like that neutral brown olive undertone tan. It is not orangey at all. It is not red toned at all, because sometimes that can happen where you're tan, you just look kind of sunburned. This tan has the most perfect color. So this video is in partnership with Bondi Sands, so thank you so much to them. This particular one is actually the 1 hour express. Yes, you can get tan and glam in 1 hour. Okay. It just is such an inconvenience to wait 6 to 8 hours for your tan to develop. So I absolutely love this one, because now I'm not even freaking out anymore if I have to like be super tan on an off day, if that makes sense, because I'm just like, yeah, it's no biggie. I'll just quickly apply my 1 hour express. You know what I mean? I could be tan and ready to go in 1 to 2 hours. What's great about this one, actually, I'm going to let you guys read the back a little bit if you want to pause it, but what's great about this one actually is you can control how dark you want your tan to be. So if you leave it on for 30 minutes, you'll get just a light medium kind of glow tan. If you leave it on for an hour, you'll get a dark. And then if you leave it on 2 to 3 hours, you'll get the darkest tan. You know, you guys know your girl. I like the darkest tan. So I leave mine on for 3 hours because I am really naturally super pale. So this is actually a foam formula, but it honestly comes out like whipped cream. I don't know what is in it, but it feels like there's some sort of primer in it almost, because when you apply it, it almost feels like I'm using a silicone-based primer with it. It's crazy because it really does have that like very smooth, soft, seamless texture when you apply it. It's super, super smooth. It's also a quick dry formula, which makes the baking process so much easier. So as you are waiting for your tan to develop, you don't want a tan that's like all wet and sticky and you're like walking around the house like all wet, you know. This one quickly dries, which is great because you can still walk around your house comfortably. If you do have a white couch and white furniture like me, you definitely do want to just lay a towel down. I have a towel that I specifically use for my bake sessions or my tan bake sessions, and I just lay my towel down. But once you rinse this off in the shower, your tan is good to go. It doesn't transfer, it doesn't get on anything. It's absolutely incredible. I do like to rinse mine off with just warm water, no soap or anything like that. Another thing I really love about this is the smell. It smells so good. It's pretty much a really beachy, coconutty scent. So it's great because after you take your tan off, you have that permanent like light coconut kind of smell. I want to talk to you guys about how important the exfoliating process is. So even if you don't have any old tan on, you want to make sure to exfoliate your body to remove any dead, dry skin. So if you obviously do have old tan on as well, you definitely want to exfoliate your body to remove the old tan. It's so important because it's going to leave your tan looking seamless. If you do not exfoliate, your tan is going to look patchy and dry. One of the things about self-tanning is that it is going to cling to dry patches. So the two most important things you can do is exfoliate and hydrate. So after you exfoliate, definitely use their exfoliating mitt. I'm gonna pop up a photo of it here. I don't have it in hand because it's in my shower right now, but their exfoliating mitt, you guys, is so good. I'm telling you, I'm just gonna be honest with you, you cannot go to like just any cheap store and buy whatever exfoliating glove you find, because I'm telling you, they don't work well. They're usually way too soft. They don't work enough to exfoliate your body. The Bondi Sands exfoliating mitt really exfoliates your body, like really good. It gets in there, takes all that dead skin off. Your skin is so soft afterwards. Like even if you're not tanning, you gotta use that mitt because I'm telling you, your skin is so soft afterwards. I use that mitt even if I don't tan. It's so good. This tan is Australian made. It's also available at Walgreens in-store and online, which is great because it makes it super easily accessible. But I am gonna leave my own link in the description box down below. If you guys are interested in this tan, I'm telling you, you're going to absolutely love it. Whether you are a self-tanning OG, you're gonna love this because I'm telling you, whatever product you're using right now, this is gonna replace it, straight up. And if you're a newbie, you're even gonna love this even more because this is your one-stop shop. You can start off slow, use this for 30 minutes to get a nice medium glow, because that's what I did when I was first starting off with tan. I started off slow. I would just use a medium kind of tanning product, and then now your girl's here at like the ultra dark stage. But it's great to start off slow when you are a newbie, so it's not just like such a shock to you. And it's also just great because some weeks you might want to just have a light tan, and then other weeks you might want a dark tan, so you can have one product for everything that you want instead of having like 7 different bottles and 7 different tones and shades. You know what I mean? This is just absolutely incredible. You guys are gonna love it. I am again gonna leave my link down below. Oh, quickly before I show you guys the demo, this is their self-tan reusable applicator mitt. I keep mine in the box or in the little, what is this? Packaging, whatever. I keep mine in here because obviously this has tan on it, so I don't want to put it in my white drawers, so I just keep mine in here. You guys, this is such a great mitt. This just really helps to apply the tan super smooth. I'm telling you, this is going to be great because other tanning mitts tend to like suck in the tan. This one just applies it really seamlessly. I think it's the velvet kind of fabric and texture that it's made of, but it's honestly really good, so make sure you get the mitt with it as well. So other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and play the demo for you guys so you can see my entire tan routine. Guys, so I am about to get tan right now. I literally just took a shower. I just scrubbed off my entire tan. You want to kind of let your skin calm down. It's been about 20 minutes since I took my shower. I was just doing my hair care routine in the meantime. And another thing too is make sure you pump up that AC, especially if you're in the summer right now. You don't want to be in like a hot, humid environment when you're putting on your tan because you don't want your skin to be sticky or sweaty. You just want to have like cool, dry skin. So my AC is on blast right now. So the first thing that I am going to do is apply some lotion to the drier areas of my body. I did also exfoliate my face because I'm going to be putting on tan on my face today as well. I don't always tan my face when I do my body, but I can't lie, I absolutely love it. I love the way it looks. My whole body is just tan and it's just in sync and consistent and it just looks good, you know? And I didn't put any serums or any like acid creams or serums on my face. All I did was put a plain old super rich moisturizing cream on my face, and then now I'm about to lotion up the dry areas. So the first thing that I always do is lotion up the underarm area and like right here and around and underneath, and also on the neck. This is my absolute favorite one, by the way. It is so good, you guys. Like, this cream is so good. The last thing you want is streaky orange hands. Like, you know, where you get, I've been there, done that. I've been there, done that, where I've done the super tan knuckles, and I realized the trick is to use a really good moisturizing cream plus some other tricks and tips, which I'm going to share throughout this routine video. So I'm going to share that, but the number one thing too is to make sure you really lotion your wrists. Behind the elbows, and then what I always do is I'll take a little bit of lotion and I'll put it in the areas that are not as dry, so like the forearm and like the upper arm, this type of area, you know. So put a lot of lotion on the dry areas, and I do still like to put a little bit of lotion on the other areas because it just leaves that super smooth, seamless like kind of tan. The one area I do not put lotion on is my chest, because for some reason I have a problem with tan sticking to my chest, but Bondi Sands has been one of those tans that I've actually been so lucky with. I don't know what their formula is, but it's the only tan that will perfectly stick on my chest. I have had to like reapply like 3 layers of tans in the past with other tans just to get it to stick to my chest. So I absolutely love the Bondi Sands one, but another thing that helps it as well is just don't put cream there. Leave the area completely dry, at least for me. If you have that same problem, then definitely do that too. So like I told you guys, I'm going to be using the Bondi Sands 1 Hour Express. I am just going to, sorry, it's kind of hard to show it on camera, but this is how it looks. It's just a really like light brown foam. It's great because it does have color when you first apply it, as you can see. So it's perfect because you can see what spots you've missed. So I am just rubbing it in circular motions. So now that the mitt is drier and there isn't so much product on it, now I'll go over the elbows, and now I will go on to the wrist. And for the hands, I like to focus on the top part here because this top doesn't really get that dry. But then when it comes to the fingers, you want to make sure to open your hands like this because you don't want those little lines in your knuckles to stay pale. And make sure you go in between your fingers. And then what I do for the hands as well is, this is the wet side, so I will switch and go on to the dry side, and I will go over the knuckles. My sister actually taught me this tip and it's really good. So go over and rub off that product on the knuckles and wrists. Don't forget to take the tan above your ears and into your hairline because you don't want any tan lines. So just because I personally love a deep tan, I like to go in with a second layer. You don't have to do a second layer. You could just do double the amount of product that I applied in the first layer, if that makes sense. But I just find it easier to work with in smaller sections. And it's honestly so easy to apply. Like, look at how quick that was. All right, now for the face, what I usually do is just take a little bit of tan, just a little bit, because you also are gonna have tan that's still left over on the mitt. And you wanna not forget to get in this area, like right there. And again, rub it into that hairline. And all the way back up here, because you just don't want any tan lines. All right, there we go. I am all tan, so I'm gonna do my legs now. So when it comes to the back, I usually get someone to help me. If you don't have anybody to help you and you live alone, then actually Bondi Sands sells a really good back applicator where it's like an extender. You can just tan your own back, so it's really cool. All right, so time to do the legs, you guys. How pasty do my legs look? Like, look at the difference. Oh my God, I'm cringing. So same routine for the legs. I told you guys I exfoliated and heavily lotioned these areas and then lightly lotioned these areas. And same kind of routine with the tan. All right, then lastly for the feet, I will just lightly kind of start blending it down. You can set a towel down if you don't want to ruin your furniture. Don't forget in between the toes. And there you go, you guys can see the difference in my thighs especially. Obviously I put a little bit left over there, but all right, so that is pretty much it now. The last thing you want to do is, of course, let your tan set. I think I'm going to wait for about 2-3 hours to wash mine off. You do just want to make sure that you wear a really loose, thin top and shorts to wear around the house while your tan is setting, because you don't want to wear anything tight that's going to take the tan off or anything heavy that's going to make you sweat. All right, you guys, so this is the morning after. This is the tan after I washed it off. I actually kept the tan on for about 3 hours. Just because that's my personal preference. Here are the legs. So that is pretty much it. Here is my tan for the week. I do want to mention too, this tan is really long lasting if you properly take care of it and moisturize it every single day. The way self-tanning works is you have to moisturize your body every single day. That way the tan will fade really seamlessly and it won't get patchy. This tan does last me about 5 to 7 days. I quickly do want to mention as well, they actually sell a tan eraser, which is really cool. This is absolutely great because sometimes when you get out of the shower, this has happened to me before, where I forgot to like remove a certain spot of tan and I'm like, oh my God, because I don't want to get back in the shower. It takes off your tan in just 5 minutes. All you do is, I'm actually going to play the demo here, pump it on your old tan, leave it there for 5 minutes, and you guys can see it start to like drip and come off, and you just remove it with a warm cloth with warm water. It's absolutely incredible. So easy to use. Alright, so that is pretty much it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of my tips and tricks for a seamless, smooth, natural tan. Like, thumbs up this video if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. And don't forget to sign up for the notifications. You just have to click the little bell icon right beside the subscribe button. That's going to make sure you get notified for all of my new videos. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys. Mwah.